How you doing, alright? Alright. Cheers, mate. Glad it's a bloke and not a lady who's sent to see me, eh? Yeah. Yeah, last time I came in, I was told that you was only paying me so much money. Could you get me a count up first of all, please?
Yeah, I've got it on the screen now.
Oh, great stuff. Right, could you tell me, right, last year I was getting paid £75 for my rent. Now, have you got some pen and paper there, please, mate?
Yeah.
Because I'm not very good at adding up. I'm wondering if you could take notes as I'm talking to you.
Alright, so yeah, no bother.
There's a fresh piece there. Right, so last year I was getting £75 off you.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
That was for number 6 Harrison Street. No, sorry, number 7 Harrison Street.
Was, what have we got? 71.29 for that property it was. And then it went up to 71.40.
Yeah.
Yeah, 71.
Right, so you was giving us £71, right, for my rent, right? Okay. Right. Now, I would like to know how much was estimated, how much I earned last year.
Oh, right, when you were...
Yeah, because I mean I'm dyslexic, so I have to have other people work this sort of stuff out for me, eh?
Let's see.
So I got £71 off you last year.
Used self-employed earnings for the year of £2,457.
Right, can you break that down to tell me how much that breaks down at a week?
Yeah,
please.
No,
that's okay. I need to get all this verified properly, eh?
47. So looking at £47.25 a week.
£47.25 a week is what I was earning.
Yeah.
Right. On average, right? You see, I don't earn that every week. Some weeks I earn absolutely nothing, right? I can go a month and a half because I'm a self-employed artist, yeah.
Right.
So I do commissions and things like that,
right.
And not every month I get working, right?
Yeah.
Now we've worked it out for this year's wages. Could you have a look at that and tell me how you've worked this out?
They've used £106.11.
£106.11.
Yeah, as your net income.
That isn't my net income. That can't be my net income. It's simply not. Because I'm a self-employed artist. I have no work now. For a month and a half already, and I still have got no work lined up. Okay. Which means I've got no income coming in whatsoever apart from working tax credit, which is £51 or thereabouts. And you're saying you pay me £33 a week, is it?
Yeah, 33.
£33 plus 50. How much is that?
33 plus 50, 83.
£83. My rent is £100, right? So where's the rest of my rent coming from when I don't get a job, right? And where's my food, gas and electric and clothing money coming from? Answer me that. Why have the council made this decision? You're going to make me homeless, right? You're going to make me jobless because I won't have nowhere to work from anymore. What's going on? I need this sorting out. Yeah, I also didn't get fully back paid, right? I needed £300 back pay from the last address that I lived in, which I haven't got. And you've only paid me £400 back pay. Now I've paid out nearly £1,400 while I've been waiting on the council sorting out the rent, which was the landlady's fault because the contract wasn't signed by the landlady, right? But all you gave me is £430, is it?
Sorry, for what property?
for 35 Walsingham Road.
Let's have a look. They paid £449.70.
Right, that's what I got.
Yeah.
So that breaks down to 30 blah blah quid a week. See, the thing that I don't get.
Let's have a look. Because they continue to pay sort of housing benefit to you, like assessed on your previous address, but pay to you for the new address sort of thing while they were waiting for it to be reassessed.
Say again, sorry.
They'd only paid that £449.70 because they'd already paid. That was to cover from 14th of April to 22nd of June. But from 5th of February to 13th of April, they'd already paid you, because they were still paying you the £142.80 a week.
Yeah.
At that point.
Right, and then you stopped about 3 weeks before I moved out of the address, which meant I still owed the landlord £300 because the rent stopped. Right, so which left me. When was it? June, January, February I moved in there.
Yeah.
February, the what, sorry?
5th of February.
And you didn't pay me till?
We continued making payments, but they didn't.
No, they didn't. You didn't. I didn't get any payments. They all stopped.
All right, sorry. Looks like it was suspended on the 14th of April and then reassessed and the suspension lifted on the 6th of May.
Right. But now you're only paying me £33 a week.
Yeah, I can see.
And see if. Right, not that I am earning 100. You figured it out that I've earned 100. On average, earn £104 a week. I might go out without a job for a couple of months, without nothing. What am I going to do in between that time, eh? £104 a month. That's nothing. My rent's £100. So what am I getting all in all? If
you came in and gave a statement last week.
That's right.
The assessment officer that's dealing with your case has just sent a letter out. You probably haven't received it yet, but sort of detailing an explanation of how they've calculated your self-employed earnings and stuff. And I'm just looking at that now to see what's what. Would you like us to print it out now? So
that'd be great. I'd like to understand it, because at the end of the day, the way this is going is I've got to move out my house and I'm going to have nowhere to live, which means I'm going to have to go on the dole. I'm going to be homeless as well. I'm in a bad situation now. And I understand anyway. The government now have cut back on. You can't claim up to £70 a week. They've knocked it down to £55 a week is the most a self-employed person can get off you. Is that right?
No. You'd still be able to claim sort of the maximum up to £75. If somebody's got a business in the startup stages and they not making literally everything's going out on business expenses and stuff, they could still claim the full 75. So it's not restricted in that way. We'll just be 2 seconds and I'll get the letter to your claim.
Yeah. See, if I'm to understand it right, at the end of the day,
does this make sense, right? I earn more money, so I get less help off the government, which puts me in exactly the same fucking predicament I was in the first place. How does that work out? In fact, I'm fucking worse off because I'm earning more fucking money. That was last year, that's not even this year. How can they come to a decision on that for what I did last year? How can that be? You're going to make me homeless, man. This doesn't need sorting out. I need to see somebody on a much higher level than this. You know what I mean? Have you not got a boss that I can talk to about this? Because this is fucking outrageous, mate. I feel like smashing your fucking office up. I'm that fucking angry.
Yeah, I'll fucking get a...
I've got literally 3 days before I have to pay another 400 quid. Do you know how much I've got in the bank? Jack fucking shit.
I'll probably get my supervisor there.
That'd be brilliant. Thank you. And I really don't mean to direct that at you personally, mate. I'm angry with the system itself. So please don't take offence on a personal level, right?
Yeah, no, but
I am absolutely fuming with the system, not yourself, okay?
Yeah. No, but
So apologies for the swearing, eh?
All right, all right.
Hiya.
Hello there.
How are we doing?
Yeah, I'm really going to have to watch my tongue with you being a lady, I'm sorry to say. But, yeah, I'm not very happy.
It sounds that way.
I'm not a very happy man at all. Because you're about to make me homeless. And your decisions, or the government's decisions, are about to put me out of work.
Right.
After being self-employed for 20 years, and you're going to make me homeless within 4 days. And I'll be owing £400 to the landlady that owns the house.
Right.
Now, I don't care about how you explain stuff down and that, like, at the end of the day, that was last year's money. I earned, what, £104, £106?
All right.
Do you not... And how's a man supposed to live on that?
Right, so where
I
are
want
we
to
now
know where
then
it's
with
all
the
at.
situation at the moment?
This is the...
Our government, it seems to me that our government is ridiculing people that are trying to stay off the dole and trying to get self-employed. It seems like we're being ridiculed for trying to do that. It's like the government want us on the dole, want us unemployed, eh?
I'm just going to just read this if you don't mind. I should have brought my glasses in, I'm squinting a bit.
It's only easy to read on the screen.
No, I'm just blind as a bat, Chris.
I've got to move my house in 4 days' time. I'm going to end up living in a van. I'm going to have to sell all my stuff I've worked for all my life. You know how that feels?
Right, I think the only way we can go with this is an appeal, which I think was what Chris was going to sit down and try and draft up an appeal with you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right, how long will this take? Because the landlady won't wait for her rent. She'll kick me out. She's already threatened to kick me out twice because the council have dragged the reels on paying me in the first
have
place.
Have you been given a Section 21?
What do you mean a Section 21?
Has she actually given you any notification that she's going to be...
No, she hasn't. She keeps threatening to do
right.
that, though, if I don't pay me rent the next time round.
Yeah,
so what am I supposed to do?
But at the end of the day, then that doesn't stand because she can't legally throw you out until we have a Section 21. So I wouldn't worry about that at this stage. What we do need to concentrate on is get your appeal put right. Okay.
And what's going to go on while the appeals took place?
In what
I mean,
case?
how's it even going to change? You know what I mean? The sums haven't changed.
It's not me that's made the decision. All we can do is put an opinion in based on the information that we've got here. So are these figures any different? Are you saying that the figures are different?
Apart from travelling costs, petrol,
Right.
which I notice is the only thing that the my accountant hasn't done. Well, she pointed that out to me that she hadn't put that in. Which is more expenses, which is more money to come out of what my so-called earnings were last year. Do you know some weeks, right, for over a month and a half I was living on £18 a week. Now this benefit's cut off. I'm 28 minus 28 quid if I don't get any work. And I'm not getting any work, and there hasn't been any work for the past month. I've got all my shit up for sale on Facebook, ebook, a lot, mate. Notes going. The whole system is collapsing. Right,
Again,
and people who are trying to keep their heads above water are being tortured. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that, but I want your staff to know what you're doing to the public, what you're backing up with the government. You work for the government, right? You work for the government. You're personally not responsible for that. You're administering their roles, though.
We are.
You know, so I want you to be aware yourselves, on a personal level, of how it's affecting people, the people you work for. Do you know what I mean? What they're doing to the general population of Britain.
I'm not disagreeing with you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we think or how we feel about, people.
It does matter. It matters to people like us.
Well, yes, it does.
Who are sat on the other side of the desk.
At the end of the day, we can't do anything about that. We are where we are, and all we can do is.
You can complain to your bosses that you've had that many complaints in about what their decisions are. Why isn't it? Why haven't people got any balls in this country to stand up and say when something's wrong, it's wrong? You know, why can't people in your position send emails back saying, here, do you know what? It's a bit bad all this carry-on, man, with all these government cutbacks and the way we're torturing people who are trying to help themselves, eh? You know,
but we can go over this.
and the only way that message is going to get through to you people is by people like me sitting here telling you how it is.
Don't we?
Yeah, we do need to do that, but I'd like to get this discussion out of the way first about how people feel about it and what's going on with it.
Because I can't do anything about that. All I can do is try and sort out this appeal with you.
Yeah, okay, I know that.
Right.
I've expressed my opinions.
I know, and it's duly noted, and don't think I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, I can't enter into a debate about that. I can't do anything about that. All we can do is try and look at your appeal.
Right.
All right. So, Chris, can you bring up the document then?
Thank you. I'm sorry, I really don't mean to direct the anger at you. It's
really
the system itself that
it is. I know. And you know, in our day job, we see it all the time as well. So don't think that we don't see it or we choose to ignore it. We do see it.
You get a lot of people in like myself, then.
We do.
Who are below the poverty line and trying to work.
To make
I'm worse off than people on the dole, man. So ridiculous.
So are we going to draft up an appeal?
What were you appealing against?
Just about the fees for the travel, the difference.
I think I did that last time or something. The reason things take so long with me replying back to you guys and getting onto it is because I'm dyslexic, and once every couple of weeks I'll go to my accountants, take all my letters, and they'll open them up in front of me and tell me what they are and what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know?
But if you ever concerned, you can just give us a ring and then we can talk you through it either over the phone or whatever.
So I wonder where this expenses figures come from in the first place.
There's nothing on there.
I'm just looking to see.
Well, I don't know. Has she just put my wages down? I don't even know what you've got there. All I do is pass bits of paper.
I'll be honest with you, Chris
forwards.
is the expert in this field. Yeah. He's far more knowledgeable than me for this, so we have to bow down to what he says and what the information is on there.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a professional at every level.
He is. He's a good egg, and I couldn't do without him.
Right, so it's yeah. Alright, so the travel expenses come from what the accountant said, isn't it? Like from the income and expenditure statement.
Is there anything else we can do?
What would we do? Take a statement, but they likely to need some sort of proof of that they, why it's more than that. And if there's would you have any like petrol receipts and stuff, fuel receipts?
Well, yeah, your accountant has all them. I take everything to her at the end of every month. So.
So you use this calculation that your accountant sent in.
What? So if I go to my accountants today and bring in all my receipts from last year.
Well, no, I just need the total.
Because they haven't.
The travel expenses receipts. What you're saying the other figures are, are pretty much about right.
Has your accountant seen this?
Yeah.
Right, and is she happy with the figures?
Well, I said to him, what have you missed out on here? Because that isn't right. I was living on £18 most of last year.
Right.
Scrimping and scraping £18 a week. That's for gas, electric, and food, mate. I was eating beans on toast for fucking whole year. So I don't know how she's got to them figures that I've earned that much, because I simply fucking haven't.
Right.
So even my accountant's cocked up. Do you know what I mean? Or they've missed
the
out
from somewhere,
putting the figures.
We can only work with the figures we've got and the figures that we've been given.
Well, they can't be changed though, can they now? Because that just looks like fraud and deception, doesn't it?
Not if you've got if you have got more receipts at the accountant and the accountant's overlooked something. If you can bring all these fuel receipts in, it comes up with an amount greater than the 217, like for the last year. Then we'd be able to.
So if I just go to the accountants and get all the receipts from last year, then that's what I'm saying.
Just the travel ones. Like if you're happy with the other amounts,
Are you happy with all the other figures that are on there?
Do you know? To be honest with you, I'm not sure now.
Right.
Well, I'm really not sure. What was it like last year, Callum? I was in hell. I was living in hell last year, so I don't know how you figured out that I've got it. Was earning that.
Well, again, that's based on what the accountant's given us. So your whole assessment's based on these figures and what she's given us.
Right.
So is it worth going back to the accountant and saying something can't be right here?
Oh yeah, but right. So I still need to get all my receipts and bring them here for the fuel expenses at least, because
if you're definitely going to differ from the 217 that they've said, I would worth bringing them in so that we can dispute that and get that addressed.
I don't know whether they've missed out on anything else or not now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really don't know now.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you keep all your...
Give it all to the accountant. I'm dyslexic. There's no point in me keeping any letters and
No, I meant,
where
do you all your equipment? You're an artist, is that what you are?
Yeah, I'm an artist. I make sculptures. I do backset.
So do you rent anywhere, anything like that?
No, I generally work from home, and then
do you know, like if there's any premises.
If I get a job, I'll go work on site wherever that job is. You know what I mean? Say somebody wants me to make doors up, or somebody.
I'm just trying to see if there's
they
any
have
other
to provide a place. As far as designing and stuff like that, I do that at home in the bedroom and stuff, and emails and all that kind of stuff.
Have you done any stuff where you've been commissioned to do work in other parts of the country where you've stayed overnight and stuff?
No, I haven't done that like that for about 2 years or like one time. About 2 years.
No, I was just thinking if there was any accommodation charges or something on here, but no, I was just seeing if there's anything else that might be deductible from your expenses.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I do, but I even forget to keep receipts as well. Anyway.
But again, we can't base a claim
I know you can't.
We're a bit stuck out with really, unless you want to go back to the accountant and have a word and say, can we go back through these figures?
Well, she's going to have to, because she's got it wrong. There's no bullshit between the lines, mate. I was living on pittance last year. I've had a few jobs at the start of this year, but there's no more work lined up. I've got nobody phoning me up at the minute. I've got stuff on eBay and Facebook and all sorts for sale. No selling. Simple as that. And I can't understand how, from last year's, based on last year's, this year's even worse. So how can you say to me, because I was earning that last year, this year I'm getting this? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand how that can be.
Just the figures that we've got for last year.
Last year's are knackered. They've got to be. They're 100% they are. But then again, I might get a big job that's worth £1,000. Do you know what I mean? I'll build a sculpture that's worth 1,200 quid. Sell that, and then I'll get it out for another 3 or 4 months. So I'm surviving on that. Maybe that's how they've come to them figures. But at the end of the day, I am not earning £104 a week.
I'm surviving on working tax credit and what you guys give me, which is less than I need to live on by £28 or something. So I'm minus £28. That I've got my food money to find. I've got my electric and gas money to find. I've already had to cancel the gas and electric. Told them to cut the bastard off because I know I'm not going to be able to afford it, and I'm only going to get in worse debt the way it stands at the minute.
Could you do anything about, if he's doing some of the work at home? Not like any, like a room.
Again, no, it's not on the account, is it? It's being drawn off.
I just thought, how sometimes when you ask a question about do you use a room in the house?
I think we only ask that for when they're looking at a portion and say any gas and electric and stuff, if they're chargeable, because you've been using fuel while you've been in that room sort of thing, doing business stuff.
I just thought if you were doing your work at home, you were using...
No.
Right. I'm just trying to clutch the straws now. I'm just willing something to appear.
Yeah. The only thing to do is go back to the accountants and then...
I think that's probably going to be the best route.
And bring back the fuel.
Well, if it's any different to
any
that.
Different.
If it's substantially different, like if you're unsure and you're querying it, why don't you ask her to look over it all?
Right now. I think it was bloody phone then. What was the question there? Sorry.
We just wanted just to have a look back over the figures and make sure that they're right.
I suppose probably need to check over the entire thing to
make
sure, just so that it's checked exhaustively, really.
I don't think it's a job you can do over the phone.
No.
It's probably worth it going back and just saying, right, can you have another look? There's my claim on these figures. As you know, I was living on a pittance last year. Can you have a look over them and make sure that we've hit everything? That we've not missed anything.
Something's gone wrong. Right, I'm going to
could it be, I guess, that
Darlington.
Potentially the actual self-employed income, like the gross income that the accountants are saying, could even be wrong, couldn't it? Like before the expenses, they could have that amount too high even as well.
Anything?
It's possible, and any of the figures could be wrong, like either expenses high or the supposed income should be, if the accountants is quoted it too high.
Right, it's the accountants is what I need to go see then.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know what, actually? Even on the amount of money you're saying you're giving me, and even on the amount of money you're saying I'm actually earning, right? If I did earn that last year, which I know I didn't. I know damn well I didn't, right? But even if I was, right, because I'm earning more money, the government are taking more money off me as in help, which puts me in exactly the same situation as what I was in the first place. So it's like the government, their policies seems to me like they're designed to make people fail. I'm worse off than people on the dole, and I'm trying that harder than anybody can, and I've done for years. And yet, do you know what I mean? How do they figure it out? You're earning more money, so we're taking more money off you. I'm still in the same bloody boat, if not worse off. I don't know because I don't do sums, but I know I'm worse off by how much you get every day.
What's the basic income? What do they say is the minimum amount you can live on?
I think it's 71.40, isn't it? And anything over that's taken into account, in the calculation.
Sorry, 140?
I think, no, 71.40, £71.40.
Is the maximum you can earn?
No, yeah, before it affects you. And
That's just ridiculous, man.
It's
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
It feels like banging my head against brick walls here. It really does. I really do. I'm really sincere about this. I'm on the verge. I've already started putting everything up for sale, the TV, everything. I'm clutching at straws now, man.
Just to try and make ends meet.
I'm clutching at straws on trying to get something sorted out, because by the end of this week, what stuff I haven't sold is going either in the tip or getting burnt in the garden before I have to leave. I'm kind of hoping I can gather enough money together to at least get this in a van somewhere to sleep in, where it's out on the cold day. That's, you know, my son comes to see me once a weekend, and in his holidays, none of that bastard anymore, eh?
Yeah.